G'day, Paul Stoner here, CEO Biggin and Scott, joined today by Michael McKenney, Salesperson of the Month for July?
July, yeah.
It's July? Yeah, because we're in August.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What we're seeing out there, it's been pretty tough, but your figures, and we've just been talking about, you've got a listing comp going on, you've been listing pretty well, and I'd say hopefully you're encouraged by more people turning up at the opens now.
Yeah.
So the market's still going on for people like yourself that follow up all of their contacts.
Yeah, and it's also, I think, first home buyers. A lot of properties that I sell are in the first home buyer price category.
Yeah, okay.
So there's stacks of first home buyers out there right now.
So that's been right through the last 12 months. They've still been there, and they just waited for things to come down, or they've always been transacting?
Always been transacting,
yeah.
But just now more than ever because of the interest rate cuts, and a lot more confidence out there in the market. And there's also a very limited supply of properties. So I think it was a couple of weeks ago I heard a stat. This time last year, there were 30% less properties on the market than there are right now. So obviously low levels of stock, high demand equals really, really good outcomes and prices. Yeah,
well, we're still seeing a bit of a lack of supply, which this time, so if we go 2 years ago, we're down about 27% in terms of stock numbers, which is, that affects the market. That will create a bit of pent-up demand.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about how you are listing them, because the media's been trying to spook everybody for the last 18 months, and they've done a really good job, and the Royal Commission spooked everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your conversation at the table to bring them to the market?
I know
they're all different.
Yeah, they are all different, and everyone's circumstances are different as well.
Yeah.
So people, no matter what the market's doing, no matter what the conditions are, no matter what the media's doing, people's circumstances change, and that means that they need to sell their house. So whether they have children, they need to upsize. Whether children move out and they need to downsize. Whether they're first home buyers moving out of an apartment, wanting to get into a house on its own block. Unfortunately, marriage breakdowns, deaths in the family. So there's a lot of reasoning as to, or the motivation is it varies from person to person.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting in front of someone, that's something I identify very, very quickly. Their motivation for selling.
Yeah.
How much time should I invest into this person? Because are you seriously selling? Because if you're not, then I can focus my attention elsewhere on people who are selling. So
let's take it back a step before you get to the table then. Because your follow-up process is pretty good, and you are following people up, we're talking about how nothing really changed, just pick up the phone and talk to people.
Yeah.
So the amount of calls that you're making is getting you to that table, which is enabling you to have the conversations. Do you find that it's been more difficult to get to the table, or people are relieved when somebody like you actually follows them up?
I think people these days, they appreciate when, if you say you're going to do something, that you do it.
Yep.
Because a lot of people say they'll do it. I was speaking to my mother last night, actually. My mother went to 5 open for inspection. She's currently house hunting.
Yeah.
Went to 5 open for inspection. 6 open for inspections Saturday, 2 days ago. And yesterday, Monday, open for inspection callback day, she received 1 phone call.
Wow.
Out of 6 agents.
Wow. And that's the house she probably doesn't want.
Yeah, correct. She hated it.
The guy's working hard.
Yeah. So, I think what you said's right. Nothing's changed. You've got to, the more people you speak to, the more likely it is that they will say yes. The more opportunities that you have.
Well, that's right. And this is the one basic thing. The more calls you make, eventually the more opportunities you have.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't come... And it sounds like you're uncovering a lot of this at the opens, and you tell people that you will call them back,
sure.
which is great. So that's another skill in itself. But you can't hide from the phone in this business. It needs to be your friend.
Yeah.
And if you are not making 20, 30 calls a day to set yourself up for success, it just won't happen.
That's right.
It's pretty simple, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and having a listing focus. So if you just do a damn good job for your clients, then they refer you to other people, their friends and family.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that every single transaction or every single property that you sell, this is the approach I take anyway. I want to do such a good job for that client that for the rest of their life, if they ever think of real estate, they think of me.
Yeah.
And then they tell all their friends and family. So often my listing opportunities are being referred in. It's a lot easier to list when you've been referred in, as opposed to if it's a calling.
Well, you're pretty shy and humble sort of bloke, so that'd floor you a bit when people refer you, you'd be that's cool.
Well, it helps though. It really does help in listing it.
Yeah.
Because if you've done it's like social proof. They know you've done a good job for someone.
Just be good. You've got two choices: be good or be SHOT, and I'd choose the first one. So let's talk about those first home buyers. Have you seen any investors back competing with them at all in the last month?
Yes.
Yep.
But not as many. Like the percentage of first home buyers is far outweighs the percentage of investors.
Yeah, but they're sort of there again.
There are some.
Which is interesting, isn't it? So the first time home buyer market is alive and well, and right up to the 650 mark, or
sometimes higher.
Right.
So I had a first home buyer who bought a property from me, and it sold for $753,000.
Yeah.
So he missed his stamp duty benefits, but they just wanted a property that they've been looking for years.
Yeah.
So but most of the time, up to 600,000 is all first-home buyers, but some are willing to go up to 700-ish. Yeah. Because they still get that reduced stamp duty.
Yeah.
But
it's just not as much.
Not as much,
and because it's not new and all of those things. But
yeah.
Okay, great. So how's August looking for you right now?
Good. I've got about a dozen properties on the market.
Yeah.
Should be getting maybe 2 or 3 deals done in the next couple of days, which is good.
Yeah.
But spring's looking fairly healthy as well.
There's a bit of pressure. Like what I'm finding talking to a lot of the other guys is there's a lot of talk around spring, but there's not the property there to back it up, which is it's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Whether they go real quick or people just stall again and say, "We'll wait."
Yeah, I think there'll be a pretty big influx of properties come September on the market.
Maybe towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a backlog of obviously buyers who are looking, and that's you need the stock.
Yeah.
And if anyone's got it at the moment, you've got it. So the phone. Look, Michael's pretty humble and shy, as I said before. But for any of the guys watching, just maybe, I don't know if you're okay with this, but even just go and sit in the office for a morning and see how he structures the call sequences and the day even, because just watching somebody set it up for success sometimes can trigger you to do it yourself.
I think a lot of people's problem is they have a fear of rejection, which you just can't have in this business. Yeah,
well, look, here's a challenge for any of you. Tomorrow, pick up that phone and call 10 people in the morning. It'll change your day.
Yeah. 10 before 10.
10 before 10, a bit of panels.
Yeah.
10 before 10, get the day structured. You'll be amazed how the day slips away and you achieve things. It's terrific. Mate, congratulations.
Thank you.
We've got our awards night this Thursday night.
Yeah, a couple of days.
If you don't win the awards, I might buy you a beer or something.
Cool.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Congratulations again. You're doing some great stuff.
Thanks, Paul.
And we'll see you on Thursday night.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Just a quick thank you to our sponsors this year, ULR, Land Rover and Jaguar. Each of our salespeople for the month get to drive a car of their choice for the weekend. So thanks, guys.
Long ago, my heart and mind got together and designed the wonderful girl for me.